I'm still sick. Today I will be comparing the It movies. I'm not including It Chapter 2 because that's a sequel. It's probably the worst of the three. It's not terrible. It's not perfect. But yeah, I'll be comparing the It movies, the Stephen King's 1990 miniseries, 3 hours long, maybe longer. Don't exactly remember. And the It from 2017, which you can go watch on Netflix right now until March 31st. It's going to be out on March 31st, so make sure you go watch it. But, so, yeah, roll the intro. Actually, before we roll the intro, I have to say that I've changed my intro. It'll be permanently like this right now, or I hope so, because I keep switching through intros. I really don't know which ones to use. I'll probably be using different intros through different videos as I want to. All gonna say LC8C at the end. Nothing weird, but actually cue the intro. So yeah, starting off with Stephen King's It miniseries that used to be on HBO Max from 1990. Comparing it against 2017, I do think that Pennywise is not as scary in this one. He just looks like a carnival clown. That's what the 2017 one Stephen King was going for. But I think he doesn't have that fear factor, like the eyes, the mouth, the hair, the body shape. He doesn't have that. And this Pennywise is funnier most of the time. He's not really as serious as the 2017 Pennywise. There's one scene where he's like dancing, I think. Yeah, it's pretty weird. But I love this movie, or this miniseries, whatever you call it. Just because the Pennywise is not as scary, I think the music, or Pennywise's theme, is better. I think that Bill Skarsgård, even though he has a better Pennywise that's scarier, his Pennywise is just not as iconic to me. I think that this Pennywise is more iconic. I mean, for one reason being, obviously, it was made before, so you have that nostalgia factor. But another reason that I think it's more iconic is because when you go on the internet, when you search up Pennywise, when you look at Pennywise videos, you're probably going to see the puffy red hair and the big red nose. That is Pennywise from Stephen King's It miniseries. So, yeah, that's one little thing. Another thing I have about this movie is that I know it's called a miniseries. I typically watch movies over miniseries. Miniseries are just way too long. 3.5 hours compared to a 2 hour and 9-minute movie. That really bothers me because I do not like very long movies. Miniseries, whatever, same thing, bro. Yeah, I also think that Stephen King's It, or the 1990 I'll just call it miniseries from now on. Miniseries has more fleshed out characters because of the runtime. That's one major pro of this movie. The characters are way more fleshed out than in 2017 is what I'll call it from now on. Their characters are more fleshed out, so it's way easier to feel happy for them near the end. I'm not saying that I didn't feel happy in the remake, but the characters are more fleshed out. I actually think that the guy who plays Pennywise in this movie, I think that he plays a better Pennywise. Like, better source material to the book. Not scarier, but better source material to the book than Bill Skarsgård in Chapter 1 and 2, which I will be talking about Chapter 2. And that the guy who plays Pennywise in this movie, he feels more like Pennywise was described in Stephen King's novel. That is one flaw, small flaw I have. It's more close to the novel, but when you get so close to the novel, it turns into a cartoonish character for about 1/3 of the movie. Now, this movie does get serious near the end. Like, I love how he looks. I love how this Pennywise looks. I think he looks better. Not scarier, better than Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise. Little side note, Bill Skarsgård is starring in John Wick Chapter 4, coming out in a few days in theaters. But forget that, we're talking about it. So that is my whole presentation on Stephen King's It 1990 miniseries. Now, swap over to It 2019. 2017. I keep mixing up Chapter 1 and 2. I think that It 2017 has a better cast of kids and characters. Like I said, Pennywise is scarier in this movie. He's not much of a play toy. He's not much of a cartoonish Looney Tunes character in this movie. He's mainly serious the whole time. A few weird lines, but the cartoonish lines actually end up coming out as creepy. So, yeah, that's one good thing about this over the other one. 2017, I think, also has a better runtime, like I explained on the last one. Not too long, not too short. Perfect amount for an It movie. Same with Chapter 2, if we're talking about Pennywise himself. I think that the score to this movie is absolutely terrifying in some scenes. While also having one of the funniest music scores of any movie I've heard. The Pennywise the Dancing Clown, oh my god, it's so weird. But I still really love each one of these movies. But I have to say that I think that this one is better than the 1998 because of the reasons I listed. And I think it's also more popular. Like Pennywise's look, no one I find on TikTok or YouTube are using the 1990 Pennywise look for their makeup or costumes. They're using the 2017 look. So he has to be more popular. Not iconic, popular. And that is a big blue flag for this movie. I think it's a really good mixture of scary, slightly funny, slightly heroic, great cast, great score, great Pennywise, perfect runtime. It's a near perfect horror movie, and I really think it deserves its title as more iconic and popular than the original. Not in my case, to elect everyone out there. It's more iconic. So I'm done using my high voice. I'll be using my actual voice now. I think that we're done today. That was a comparison personalized for me. And I do think that 2017 reigns over the miniseries, in my personal opinion. So there's my comparison between the 2019 It and the miniseries. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Roll the outro.